how to drive. And you talking shit about me? Shut the up. Y'all don't even got a house to wash your and then you talking shit about me? Shut the up.
Even like when my children, love my children. All four of my children are adults. And I told them, listen, no more handouts. No more handouts.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter has responded to criticism over claims that her father stopped providing her with financial support. She defended accepting help from parents, arguing that there is nothing embarrassing about relying on family when support is available. She also claimed that Floyd ended the financial assistance because he may be dealing with financial pressures of his own, adding another twist to the ongoing conversation about the Mayweather family's finances.
Wouldn't you want I want the same thing for my son. I don't want him to ever have to work. Why does that bother so much? And why is that always be?
During a recent podcast interview, Floyd Mayweather Jr. explained his approach to financially supporting his children. He said he has reached a point where he does not want to keep giving them money whenever they ask for it. Instead, Mayweather wants his children to learn financial independence, create their own opportunities, and build successful lives without depending entirely on the fortune he accumulated throughout his boxing career.
They go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money, I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, from here on out, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys.
After reports that Floyd had ended her financial allowance, Yaya Mayweather drew attention by saying she was curious about experiencing a regular 9-to-5 job. Her comments quickly sparked debate, with critics questioning whether she could adapt to the daily demands, responsibilities, and pressures of a traditional workplace after growing up with significant financial privilege.
Yaya Mayweather, right? So Yaya Mayweather is the daughter of Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Obviously, Floyd Mayweather, world-time iconic boxer, made $1 billion in his lifetime. Money team.
Come on.
I seen her and I was kind of torn. At first, everybody was like going at her, ha, oh my God, y'all going broke. But I'm like,
never.
You know, I wasn't really mad at what she was saying. So basically, she was saying, lately, I've been bored, so bored, I was thinking about getting a job just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun.
Now, for full context, she's been rich her whole life.
Oh, like, yeah, she's a Nepo baby. She's
a Nepo.
She is the example of what it looks like to just only know lavish, only know luxury, only know the finest of the finest.
And then her dad is Floyd, so all he do is
floss.
He got floss, he got 100 cars, he got all of this. They fly in private jets.
Right.
So her whole life is luxury, and she probably has never had to struggle or had any type of adversity. She don't know, and she can't relate to anybody. This is probably why she can't create no products or services to monetize her stardom.
Right.
Critics have also questioned whether Yaya Mayweather has gained enough experience to manage money independently after growing up around Floyd Mayweather's enormous wealth. Their argument is that having constant access to financial resources does not automatically teach someone how to budget, save, invest, or make responsible financial choices. Managing a large fortune requires discipline, planning, and the ability to control spending while protecting long-term assets. This also raises a broader question about wealthy families and generational wealth. When children grow up with financial privilege but without strong money management skills, they may struggle to preserve what they eventually inherit. Ultimately, building wealth is only one part of the challenge. The ability to manage, protect, and grow that wealth can be just as important.
Nothing. And she's sitting online saying, I'm bored. And y'all can say, well, her daddy rich, but like, well, what if something happens to her father? Oh, we got trust funds. Okay, cool. He may have trust funds. But does she know how to budget money? Does she know how to make money? Does she know the value of money? That empire, that estate is going to be gone. And statistics show that 85% of second wealth generators from their parents go broke because they don't understand how to manage it, which means there's a few reasons. Either we spent too much time making it, we didn't have time to educate our kids on it, and so we just gave them everything. Or two, they just don't give a damn. They just entitled.
Yaya Mayweather has pushed back against the idea that her lifestyle should be judged by the same standards as someone from an average financial background. Growing up as Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter gave her access to a level of wealth comfort, and opportunities that most people never experience. From her perspective, that upbringing naturally shaped her lifestyle and the choices available to her. She has argued that comparing her financial circumstances directly with people from completely different backgrounds may not be entirely fair, especially because she grew up with access to resources and opportunities that were very different from the beginning.
Literally, y'all have to stop comparing me, and even the people that y'all comparing me to, they have to stop, okay, comparing themselves to me. Because listen, y'all have to stop comparing me to people who wear fake designer stuff, okay? Let's start there. Who wear fake designer stuff. Baby, I'm walking into designer stores, Neiman's, Saks to get my stuff. They're not. They're getting these from these little boutiques, whatever. Let's start there. Now, then we're gonna go to stop comparing me to people who rent exotic cars, foreign cars. Baby, every car I drive, best believe, is paid for. It's not rented, paid for.
Yaya continues to defend her decision to accept financial support from her parents, while speculation about Floyd Mayweather's finances keeps growing. Desiree claimed on X that Floyd filed a lawsuit earlier this year accusing a former associate of allegedly costing him around $175 million. The lawsuit reportedly involves allegations of diverted funds, jewelry transactions, real estate deals, and the mishandling of a private jet. One claim reportedly concerns jewelry valued at around $100 million that was allegedly used to secure only a small portion of that amount. The accused parties have reportedly denied the allegations and called them baseless, while also pointing to Mayweather's extravagant spending. Some critics believe Floyd's lavish lifestyle may have significantly reduced his fortune, while others speculate that financial pressure could eventually encourage another return to the ring. That has renewed interest in a potential exhibition with Mike Tyson, which could provide another massive payday. After decades of building the Money Mayweather brand and reportedly earning more than $1 billion throughout his career, claims that his fortune may have declined substantially have naturally attracted attention. The lawsuit also alleges that Jonah Wrights gradually gained influence over key areas of Mayweather's business and finances, eventually becoming a trusted advisor responsible for handling important financial matters for several years.
Let's go. So now he has filed a $175 million lawsuit against his business partner, Jonah Regnitz. So the name should be familiar to you. He has been described as Floyd Mayweather's right-hand man for decades. Also, he has been named in several lawsuits with Floyd for them being involved in scams themselves. The lawsuits include allegations for fake exhibition fights, allegations for unpaid jet bills, unpaid jewelry, unpaid services provided. But in turn, now Floyd is suing him and saying, hey, I never saw this stuff. You have scammed me out of jewelry. You have scammed me out of money. You've scammed me out of real estate. And so this is a big, massive lawsuit, guys. What's also interesting is Floyd has had an interesting support for the Israel community. Jonah Regnitz is a member of a prominent Jewish Orthodox family. I'm curious if he's going to continue to have the same set of support. I'm also curious to say if he's going to prevail in the other lawsuits. Is this a way for him to get out of it? Or
Dana White has also commented on the reports surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s alleged financial and legal troubles. White appeared sympathetic, suggesting that it would be especially frustrating for someone who spent decades building a massive fortune only to potentially lose a significant portion of it. The lawsuit reportedly includes serious allegations involving missing money, questionable investments, unauthorized bank transfers, valuable jewelry that allegedly disappeared, and the sale of Mayweather's private aircraft without proper approval. While these claims remain disputed and have not been established as fact, they have added even more attention to the ongoing questions surrounding Floyd's finances and the people who were involved in managing his business affairs.
And one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the law.
At the same time, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has reportedly become involved in another legal dispute involving Showtime and longtime advisor Al Heyman. Mayweather allegedly claims that money connected to various business arrangements was not handled properly and that millions tied to his boxing career and other ventures may have been mismanaged or withheld. While these accusations remain unproven, they have added another layer to the growing scrutiny surrounding Mayweather's business dealings and financial affairs.
In California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million. So why is Floyd suing him and what is he claiming? Well, Floyd argues that during his legendary career, where he generated $1 billion in revenue plus and pay-per-view money, a significant portion of the funds that he made through those events, through his fights, didn't make it into his hands because they were funneled through accounts controlled by
Steven Espinoza, the former president of Showtime Sports, has also addressed the allegations surrounding the dispute. His response has added another perspective to the growing legal controversy involving Mayweather and Showtime, particularly as questions continue to emerge about the financial arrangements connected to Floyd's boxing career and business dealings.
Lawyers have asked me not to, but obviously Floyd is looking for $340 million, which he, I think, supposedly discovered 10 years later is missing. I think you can tell by my tone what my thoughts are about that. And look, all I can say is I'm confident in the legal process. I'm confident about what the facts are going to show, and I look forward to this playing out in court so everybody can see exactly what is true and exactly what where the money went. Because if you look at the how my career has played out, I spent my career going back to representing both Mike Tyson and Oscar De La Hoya. I've spent my career making sure that fighters are treated fairly and have gotten compensated fairly. And I've never done anything, but that. And I think at the administration that I ran at Showtime was one that was very fighter friendly, and I stand by that. And I know my reputation will continue to.
Veteran boxing analyst Teddy Atlas noted that former Showtime executive Steven Espinoza was reportedly named in Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s lawsuit. Atlas also suggested that some fighters may not have received the full financial benefits they expected from certain boxing agreements. He further pointed to speculation that Mayweather's legal battles could be connected to the enormous cost of maintaining his lavish lifestyle. According to this theory, Floyd's heavy spending and constant need for cash may have created financial pressure that was not always visible to the public.
Oh, what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time. He was named him. I never was a fan of Espinoza. Again, I'm not afraid to say and not mince my words when I feel a certain way. And I've taken arrows for it, and of course I've also taken some praise for it. That people say, hey, Teddy's going to say what he feels. I was never a fan of him. I never thought he was a man that kept his word. I never thought he really did a great job over at Showtime. I mean, they put some good fights on because the fights were available, because the landscape made it available. Where there was, there was a lot of job shortages in the business, if you will, and people are eager, of course, to fight on a platform like Showtime if you're going to pay them. It's a lot of fighters available, and you didn't have to be talented to put on good fights at Showtimes. Like I said, there weren't a lot of places to go. There was a lot of unemployment. There were not a million places to go and get paid. So if there was a place, boom, there was a line of people.
Former ESPN columnist Jason Whitlock has argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have spent enormous amounts of money trying to maintain his celebrity status and stay connected to popular culture. Whitlock suggested that Floyd's lavish lifestyle could have contributed to financial pressure or even significant debt. He also speculated that Mayweather could eventually return to the ring after retirement to generate additional income, manage financial obligations, and potentially deal with any outstanding debts.
Of living for the culture and trying to be relatable and trying to be this incredible icon or example of, look how much money I've made. He's blown it all, and now at 49 years old, he's got to go back into the boxing ring and continue to fight because he's in a lot of debt. And this is what I was trying to make the point to Cam Newton about. This whole, I'm doing it for the culture. What is doing it for the...
Floyd Mayweather has increasingly become an example used by critics to illustrate what can happen when maintaining a wealthy public image becomes a major priority. Jason Whitlock argued that Mayweather spent heavily to stay connected to celebrity culture and continue displaying the enormous fortune he built throughout his legendary boxing career. Whitlock suggested that Floyd could potentially be facing financial pressure and might eventually consider another return to boxing at 49 to generate additional income and handle financial responsibilities. Mayweather earned more money than almost any fighter in boxing history, yet questions about his financial position have continued after years of extravagant spending. His public image has long been associated with luxury cars, expensive jewelry, private jets, high-end properties, gambling, and an overall lifestyle built around displaying wealth. Critics argue that maintaining such an expensive lifestyle can become extremely costly, no matter how much money a person earns. The ongoing discussion surrounding Mayweather's finances therefore raises a bigger question about wealth management. How quickly can even a massive fortune shrink when spending consistently stays at an unsustainable level? Without careful planning, smart investments, controlled spending, and long-term financial discipline, even a fortune accumulated over decades can eventually face serious pressure.
Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever, like there's all these lawsuits, like he hasn't been paying things and he owes money on this and owes money on that, and it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. I think it's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes,
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he gotta be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where it shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up, you know.
All the money. He gotta show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, you know, he got the latest watch and the latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that shit. Like, boy, that money goes quick.
Terrence Crawford believes the ongoing conversation about Floyd Mayweather should serve as an important warning for younger athletes. Crawford emphasized that fighters should never assume massive paychecks will continue coming forever, which is why making smart financial decisions, investing wisely, and planning for the future are so important. He pointed out that money can be used to create even more wealth, but constantly spending while expecting another huge payday can become dangerous. When athletes build expensive lifestyles around income they have not earned yet, they can eventually find themselves facing serious financial pressure. Crawford's message is straightforward. Earning a fortune is one challenge, but protecting it requires discipline and long-term planning. Shakur Stevenson, however, offered a different perspective while defending Mayweather. Stevenson argued that even if Floyd were experiencing some financial difficulties, comparing his situation directly with that of an average person would not tell the full story. Mayweather has earned an extraordinary amount throughout his career, meaning that even a substantial financial decline could still leave him with a level of wealth and financial resources that most people will never experience.
With Floyd right now, about the money issues, coming back, like what do you think about stuff like that? What's your thoughts on that?
You know, I try not to get in too much of that kind of stuff because, right, people could talk about, oh, Floyd broke and Floyd this. Man, even if, let's just say, coincidentally, Floyd broke. Floyd broke ain't like everybody else broke, bro. Like, Floyd broke is a different type of broke. Like, Floyd broke is our super rich at the end of the day. So, now, to see him come back fighting, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe, you know what I think my thing is with Floyd? I know him. So, like, me knowing him, I know that he just loved.
Stevenson has also argued that Mayweather's continued involvement in boxing should not automatically be interpreted as evidence that he needs money. From Stevenson's perspective, boxing has been a central part of Floyd's life for decades, and his ongoing connection to the sport may simply come from genuine passion and enjoyment. Although Mayweather officially retired from professional boxing, he has remained active through exhibition bouts, public appearances, and other events connected to the sport. His name alone still attracts massive attention and can generate significant revenue, giving him plenty of reasons to stay involved. Stevenson believes that if Floyd eventually steps back into the ring again, financial motivation may only be one part of the equation. It could also be driven by his love of competition, his enjoyment of the entertainment surrounding major boxing events, and his desire to remain connected to the sport that turned him into a global superstar.
I won't ever say it that, like, what it is. But, like, me talking to him, like, I done sat on the phone with Floyd for hours. And in conversation, I just realized, like, yo, this dude is just, he, like, in love with boxing. Like, he's obsessed with boxing. So, like, he probably just can't hang the gloves up. Like, he can't let it go.
He never really did.
He can't let it go.
Kept doing with the exhibitions.
Yeah.
He never really did. He'll take a break where you don't see him, but then he back in the gym. It's just crazy, like, thinking of Floyd being 50, having to go to the gym and spar 3 days a week, bro. That sound crazy.
I mean, it look like he doing it well, though. Like, even when I watch the videos, I'm like, man, this don't look like no 50-year-old fighter to me. Like, it looked like a guy that, I ain't gonna say in his prime, but he look like in his 40s. That's the
thing. Floyd past his prime is better than a lot of guys in their prime. That's the thing, because he just knows so much.
Too much,
Been on too many big stages.
What's your take on the reports surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial situation? Do you believe the claims about his finances are credible, or do you think Floyd remains financially secure despite all the controversy? With so many conflicting reports and opinions surrounding his wealth, debts, lawsuits, and spending habits, it's difficult to know exactly what is happening behind the scenes. Let us know what you think in the comments below.